But Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis had something to say about that in his proposal for federal officials who dump illegal immigrants into the Sunshine State. Here's the governor.
Companies who are facilitating the movement of illegal aliens from the southern border to Florida should be held accountable, including by paying restitution to the state for all the costs they are imposing on our communities. I'm also requesting funds so that when the feds dump people here in Florida illegally, the state can reroute them to the states that have sanctuary policies.
Now, how about that? Your thoughts on the governor's response to it?
Well, two things, Sean. One, what that represents, what we've been saying, and you and I have talked about this before, is that the American people need to understand is what happens at the southwest border does not stay at the southwest border. The threats and the crisis that we are seeing right now impacts every single state in this country. Governor DeSantis gets this. He is absolutely correct. It's time that we need more states like the state of Texas and Missouri and Florida to step up and fill the gap that's being left by the failure of this administration to secure our borders and protect the American people. I applaud his efforts. We need more governors to step up like Governor DeSantis.
Mark, really quickly, just to point out, to take it a step further, if these illegal immigrants were going to find under the table jobs somewhere, and if they are employed, guess what that could mean? Wages decrease because they're spreading their money over in their company, and we're already in the middle of the highest inflation in 40 years. That can't bode well.
That's exactly right. Look, even some of the Republicans have this wrong. You are right, Sean. There is a large swath of the marginalized workers that have to compete with illegal aliens for lower wages. And there are companies that their bottom line is much higher when they have to compete with companies that pay lower wages. That's a fact. The Centers for Immigration Studies, I really encourage people to go to the website and look at that. You're absolutely correct. Another reason why we need to secure the border and stop illegal immigration.
We're staying on top of it. Mark Morgan there joining us live with his thoughts. Mark, always a pleasure. Thank you for coming on.
You bet. Thanks for having me.